Hello and welcome to Before You Buy. We're taking an in-depth look at everything in the box before you buy yours. This week's kit comes to us from Testors. It is the CheZoom by Boyd. This is the full detail variant. There is a quick builder version, which is essentially a slammer, and obviously this is a full detail, which includes engine and interior, as well as a completely different chassis, suspension, things like that. But this comes to us in a 124 scale, 10 for 10 and up. Skill level 2, according to Testors. Again, there's our N card, 5301. Part number, there we get a nice shot of the actual model built up. Really good looking car. And just some quick notes here. Full detail model kits are designed to produce highly detailed, authentic scale models, including interior and chassis detailing not included in the quick builders. CheZoom by Boyd was based on a classic 57 Chevy Bel Air, commissioned by the president of a large automotive aftermarket parts maker. And Hot Rods by Boyd was, of course, Boyd Coddington, very well-known automotive builder. Interesting note, the original CheZoom, the 1-to-1, debuted in 92, I believe, 92 or 93. So this is 30 years out, which was actually a modernization of a 35-year-old car at the time. So this in itself is almost as classic as the car that it modernized. But again, we'll get into the kit itself. This side has some part numbers, paint suggestions for you right on the outside of the box. Granted, Model Masters is no longer with us, as well as the Boyd's paints. But again, this kit comes to us in 1995. The Quick Builder came out in 1994. Those are the only two releases. One release in 94 for the Quick Builder, one release for the full detail in 95. And again, of the car from 92 or 93, the debut. It did have an update in like the early 2000s, but of course this is the original rendering of the car. Getting inside, right off the top, we have instructions. Another shot of a CheZoom. Basic little parts. There is our part stash. You can see the body molded in a teal color. Both versions are molded in that teal. There is a chassis part. Got an open bag here. We got glass and small decal package. Of course, you got all the opaques and chromes. Let me get this all situated and we'll get a closer look. And we'll start off with the instructions. We'll have photos of everything at the end, but this will give us a little idea of what we're going to be looking at. There's a nice background on the CheZoom, what was involved. Everything underneath the skin is essentially Corvette based to create kind of a nice daily driver characteristics. Easy surface. There's preparation of parts, painting. Patience is key to obtaining neat and professional results. Assembly tips. Applying decals. We got a color key. Got an introduction. Your detailed 124 scale CheZoom, fashioned after Boyd Coddington's full-size creation, may be constructed one of two ways, with front hood either open or closed. Whichever way you choose, your CheZoom makes a fine display. So that is something to take note of here on the last page. Talking about the opening hood option, you may omit this if you're not feeling comfortable. Kind of teaching you or telling you to scribe open your hood, adding your hood hinges, things like that. So something to note if you're looking at this kit, you will have to cut the hood open, and we'll take a look at that when we get to the body. There's a little engine display. We got a nice kind of worded instructions as well as numbered and lettered key next to it. Nice diagrams. Looks like a well laid out instruction sheet. Fairly straightforward assembly. Get all of your color keys along the way, telling you what to paint, how to paint it. To recreate your CheZoom or create your own. Again, something to make note of. And here is that body, once again molded in the teal, but there is that kind of molded in hood. It does have hood insulation texture, spots for your hinges, but again, something that'll take a little bit more work to clean up to do your version. But otherwise, a nice looking body, very prominent side molding, trunk detail, nice and deep as far as door lines and seams, low profile, sleek CheZoom by Boyd. Moving on, talk about the glass. In the full detail, we do get a full clear set with front, back, and side windows. In the Quick Builder Slammer, these are in black to prevent seeing inside to that no interior. The chrome trees would be the same between the two, showing off those Boyd Coddington like 3-blade wheels. Very popular in the billet era of the 90s. Got some chrome trim, maybe a center grille part, some headlight parts, and our tail fins there. Very minor chrome tree. Moving on, we got some decals. Got a quick peek of these before. We do have some gauges there, and then of course the CheZoom logo, Corvette logos to go on the body and engine. And reverse side, we get some chrome inserts for our fins, a couple other chrome pieces, a little Boyd logo, Testors logo, and that is it for decals. Moving on, our tires, which are very nice in this kit. Very nice detail and tread pattern. They are like black wall on one side, and then like a very unusual, like generic or gibberish type font on the other side. Very interesting. I guess no branding, but they still gave us some lettering to look right. But again, you'd have to get up and close to see that. But otherwise, very nice looking tires for this kit. And moving on, here is a look at the first part of that interior. That's a floor pan with carpeted texture. We got the rear seat padding that has cloth texture in there as well. Very nice looking interior tub there. Next up is the chassis. Another very unique thing of this kit. Very nice kind of performance or tube chassis, custom tube chassis, which a lot of guys use this kit for. Is just kind of the underpinnings of the body. Very nice looking feature of this kit. Moving along, we're going to start seeing some of the engine parts. We got kind of the upper intake, air filter, valve covers. There's our exhaust, side pipes, maybe a radiator hose there, alternator, brake booster, hinges. Got some exhaust manifolds, our front pulleys and belts. This must be part of our 4-link rear setup, kind of simulated brake discs or something there, and a couple other parts. I'm not sure what those are. Drive shaft there in the center. Moving on, we got some inner fender wells to kind of complete out this detailed engine. We got a nice kind of automatic transmission behind that Corvette small block. This must be our firewall. Nice smooth custom look. And these are kind of the front suspension, lower A-arm assembly, engine mounts. There, I'm not sure what that is. Oh, that's the radiator. Now I can see it. And that must be some more of the kind of rear independent suspension. Onto the interior parts. Again, door panels. Very nice cloth patterning to that. Really nice detailed part of our grille insert. An upper dash pad, lower dash. Nice to have two pieces to separate your colors. And our last tree here is the front bucket seats. Again, that same cloth pattern. Very good looking seats, seat backs. Maybe a pedal or maybe a handbrake, something there. A couple more pedals, I believe. Is that a gauge cluster? It is. More of our pedals. There is a steering wheel. I think that pretty much covers this one. Very nice looking kit for the day. Make sure to stay for the pictures, and we'll see you next time.